Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock. We begin tonight with city leaders who tell us that Indianapolis needs more housing than Hoosiers can afford. This week, councilors approved support for two projects that fit this bill. Our Alex Almanza joins us live tonight from the newsroom. So, Alex, these projects still have a major hurdle ahead, don't they?
Yeah, they do, Scott. A city spokesperson tells me the two pilot or payment in lieu of taxes projects approved by the council last night are merely prospective. The developers of those projects still have to go through a state approval process. In a city where buildings rise from the ground almost as fast as the corn in the countryside, Councilor Kristen Jones says Indianapolis is facing a housing crisis. She says some of her constituents think so too.
They are very excited. They feel like housing is a crisis, as we do, and they really want more affordable housing in the city of Indianapolis.
We'll proceed to official communications. Madam Clerk.
At Monday's City County Council meeting, more than 2,800 affordable housing projects were proposed or approved. Two projects got the okay. The first is West Park, consisting of 40 units. The second is Central at Old South Side, consisting of 227 units. It's also in Councilor Jones' district, owned by West Morris Free Methodist Church. The developments are part of a payment in lieu of taxes program, or PILOT, an agreement where a tax-exempt entity negotiates contributions to local government instead of property taxes.
Right when I first was elected, I did my first pilot program. We were able to go to the groundbreaking of that not too long ago, and to see that first pilot come to fruition was very exciting for the community.
But city leaders say developers don't have the green light just yet. They need to go through a state approval process. Same thing with the 22 projects introduced Monday. It's an unusual amount. Councilor Andy Nielsen says is part of a new initiative to bundle them all in one.
It's my understanding that before it was just kind of handled on a one-off basis. Allows for the workflow, more managed workflow with DMD.
A workflow that creates more stable and predictable timelines as projects go through the Department of Metropolitan Development. Councilor Jones tells me that she's worked as a liaison between developers and residents. Some residents have been very supportive of past projects, others not so much. More recently, residents in the Stringtown neighborhood are pushing back against an affordable housing development on their block. Scott?
All right, Alex Almanza, thanks so much. For the first time, Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett is now answering questions about his opposition to plans that could make it more expensive to own a car in our city. Right now, city-county councilors are considering a proposal to increase the vehicle excise surtax and the wheel tax. Supporters tell us it's funding for Indy roads and to get matching money from the state of Indiana, but the mayor says that's not the case.
The Indiana General Assembly, who initially agreed to a $50 million match for a $50 million contribution from the city, has now moved that to 50-70, 50-80, and 50-100. As mayor, I'm challenged how we're going to come up with the money down the road. But I am confident that for fiscal 2027, we'll have $50 million and the state will match it.
So if this passes, most car owners would pay about $100 for the excise surtax every year. The increase would then take effect at the start of 2027. Angela?
Scott, it's clear, it's mild. We have temperatures in the 60s right now, 68 degrees in Indianapolis, 64 in Columbus. Richmond already down to 61, and we have 62 under clear skies in Muncie. Muncie forecasting a low of 51. In fact, most of central Indiana in the 50s for another comfortable start early tomorrow. 54 at 7 a.m., 74 at noon. So that's quite a jump with lots of sunshine. High temperatures at 80 degrees tomorrow. Once we get there, we stay there. We'll talk about increasing humidity, some higher heat, and some storm chances as well down the road. All of that in a few minutes in your 7-day forecast.
All right, we'll see you in a bit, Angela. Thanks so much. Somebody stole a community food pantry, and sadly, this is not the first time this has happened. The person behind this initiative says her goal is simple: feed Indy families in need. Tonight, she tells our Logan Gay she's not letting this stop her. Logan?
Scott, the community fridge was stolen from a church on North Emerson Avenue. But the founder of the nonprofit says her frustration is about more than a stolen fridge.
These colorful community fridges scattered across Indianapolis have become a symbol of hope, offering free, fresh food to anyone who needs it.
I don't place anything in the refrigerator that I would not eat.
For DeAndrea Rayner, founder of Indy Community Pantry, the mission continues to grow. The organization now operates 12 fridges across the city, including 6 inside schools, because like her organization, the need only grows.
The refrigerators are still getting emptied out every day.
Rayner says families are facing challenges from every direction.
Food stamp cut is a big major thing that I hear when I go fill the refrigerator from families. Also employment and the increase of food prices.
The newest location was behind this church on North Emerson Avenue. Rayner says it was installed last week, and she says it was gone the next day. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time.
It's the third time this has happened. We have taken measures. We are starting to bolt down the refrigerators, air tags, security cameras. I just don't want to police the refrigerators because that's not what the community refrigerators are for.
Rayner says when someone steals one of these fridges, it's not just her organization that loses out, it's entire neighborhoods.
It's always you have to take a step back, replace that refrigerator, replenish that refrigerator when all of that could have went towards a new location, a new neighborhood.
Still, there is some good news. A donor has already stepped up to replace the stolen fridge, and Rayner's team is getting it ready for installation. She just hopes this one stays put.
Oh, the concept again is take what you need, leave what you can, just not the refrigerator.
Rayner says she hopes to have a new fridge installed at the North Emerson location within the next 2 weeks. She also has a message for whoever may be struggling. If you need a refrigerator, don't take the one that's feeding families. Reach out to her instead. She says she'll do whatever she can to help.
Here's a look at the other stories making headlines right now. Tonight we're getting new insight into the possible motive behind a deadly shooting here in Indianapolis. This happened last Thursday near Rural and Washington. Ronald Cross is charged tonight with the murder of his ex-wife, 65-year-old Patricia Weber. Court documents say Cross told investigators he targeted Weber, claiming she stole money from him. Cross also faces charges of resisting law enforcement. IMPD tracked him to Harding near I-70, where officers shot and injured Cross. A custodian at Ben Davis High School is now suing the school, claiming that a male custodian sexually assaulted her, saying it happened several times. The lawsuit claims she reported what happened, but a supervisor just told her to go back to work. According to the lawsuit, the Wayne Township School District was negligent. A spokesperson for the school district says they cannot comment on pending litigation. Indiana Governor Mike Braun just signed a bill aimed at tightening immigration enforcement here in our state. This places new requirements on employers to verify work eligibility for the people that they're hiring. It also expands cooperation with federal immigration authorities across Indiana and local agencies. It takes effect on July 1st. Indigo is launching a new fare system that also takes effect July 1st. Indigo leaders say the new MyKey Plus system will allow riders to manage everything from registration to loading a fare card from their phone. And take a look at the progress on the Henry Street Bridge connecting the west side to downtown Indy. Indy DPW posted these photos on social media. The $40 million project is expected to wrap up late this year. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories streaming anytime. Just scan this QR code on your screen.